decades of styling, and after years and years at Saks accumulating over $1 million, you saw a need for women to show up authentically and confidently. So how did you know that your designs would fill that need or gap?
So when I went to go design the dress, I always feel like I see myself in every woman. And when I went to create the dress, I was fulfilling the need that I had. So I feel like if I had it, then other women would have it as well. And the need was just to be sexy and feel confident and be comfortable and be able to travel and wear and pack all in one dress, but still camouflaging what it is that sometimes we are uncomfortable about and what I've been uncomfortable about in myself, which was the bottom belly, like the thickness of the arm, the length of the dress. And so I didn't necessarily know that it would go, the way that it did, but I knew that if I was fulfilling a need that I had, then surely it must be a need that every other woman had as well, because I see myself in sort of each one of them.
So your new designs, how do you bring those into the same sexy, comfortable feeling, your new designs, some of the features of your new designs, how do those fill those same gaps?
Well, sexy, comfortable, chic, fly, extravagant, is who I am. So it's going to be in every design that I have. Anything that I create for women, it is all of who I am. Everything is authentic. I stand in my power. I own who I am. And I display that in my image. And so whatever I create will be displayed in the designs. And so I used a lot of color this time because color speaks volumes. It gives great energy. It shows up before you do when you walk into a room. And so I use that. This time I like things in movement because I want to be extravagant. Like when I move, you move, just like that. When I move, you move. So that's how my designs are. And each one of them really sets the stage for, okay, so my fashion is just what it is, fashion. But the actual style is in the wearer of the clothes. And so although I know my clothes are beautiful, it does nothing without it being on a woman, without it being on a body, and them showing up confident and in their own power. And so that's what they're designed to do. So this new collection, I'm hoping, does that with all the color, with all the extravagance. I'm hoping that it does all of that. The same thing that the dresses did is just help us show up confidently.
So as a creative, the process of designing, redesigning, trial and error, samples on samples on samples, and then recently you mentioned that the end is your favorite part. So seeing these dresses or seeing these designs on women, how do you know you're ready to launch and see those designs on women?
Golly, you never fully know that you're ready to launch. I think when you want to be great, you always feel like you can do more. But it comes a point where you have to say, okay, let's just put it out and let's just see what it does, right? And so I think striving for perfection, why wouldn't we? Like I strive for perfection. Am I ever going to meet that? Maybe not, but I bet you what? I bet you I'm going to be better than I was yesterday. I bet you I'm going to be better than I was the hour before. And so when I'm designing and creating, and I create a ton of samples, and maybe out of 25 samples, you all might get to see 10 of them. But those are the ones that I think have the biggest voice, because I think everything speaks. And so that's how I put out the designs, right? But am I ever fully satisfied that I've got it down pat? Yeah, no, never. And honestly, I probably will never be like that until I close my eyes. I think I probably will always be in a position to learn, to grow, striving for perfection, knowing that the only perfect one was God, but that because I'm his child, I can get very close to it, right? And so my mark is high. Right, so even if I don't hit this mark up here, I'm going to get close to it, which means I'm going to knock it out the park, basically.
What do you want your designs to say? Besides sexy, comfortable, when a lady puts it on, what do you want your designs to say?
What do I want my designs to say? I want them to say, I really want the designs to display that every woman gets to be beautiful and brilliant at the same time, and you don't have to pick one. And that goes back to where I'm talking about shrinking. I don't have to just be smart and not pretty and not fabulous for you to feel comfortable. No, I get to be both. I am beautiful and I am brilliant. And what?